the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good Sunday evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Midwest Dirt Racing Series UMP Modifieds Summer Series. Getting ready to close out 2 races left. They'll race here at Lanier. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to crown a champion for this series. Only got about 13 drivers to check in for tonight's race, so small field for these guys compared to what we are used to seeing. But they're going to put on a show nonetheless. It's good to see Cole Duggart back on the track. He's been absent for a couple of weeks here. Last couple of races have not seen that 11 car. See what Cole can do. He was on a little bit of a roll when he took a hiatus. We'll see if he's still got the momentum when he comes back. Got about 30 seconds. We'll go trackside for opening ceremonies. We'll come back. These guys will be in qualifying. They'll pop a couple of heat races out and go straight to their feature this evening. Should be a quick, short show. Next Sunday night, Down and Dirty Outlaws back with their 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. And then the following week, we'll have back-to-back shows on Sunday, and that will start a heavy lineup here on the Dirt Racing Network. Going to see a lot of new series, a lot of new commentators coming on board. Going to be doing some shows too, so things starting to grow just a little bit, especially with races winding down and race season's coming to a close. But we're getting the signal that it's time to go trackside. So, public address, take it away.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, as always, big thank you, Sam and Johnny Foley. No qualifying for these guys. No qualifying. This is a series that does not qualify. This is something you would think that the broadcaster would remember. He does not, but he's still going to get you down there, get you on the grid. Show you what the starting lineup looks like for heat race number 1. It's going to be the 10 car of Tony Itzkowski on pole. Next to him, the 1 machine, old Schmutzy, Jacob Schmutz. Shane Yates will start the 0-1-1 on the inside of row number 2. And he'll be starting next to the 17 of Buddy Ware. Your third row on the inside, the 94, Colt Collins, a car you need to watch out for. That black machine finds his way to the front often, especially when he starts deep in these things. He usually doesn't take a whole lot of time to get there, but he'll start inside row number 3 next to Dean Burnt. Dean Burnt in the 17 car. 2 17s in this heat race. And then the 31 of Andrew Humphreys is going to start shotgun on the field. He can pick inside or out back there on that back row. But Itzkowski going to get things started the next time out of turns 3 and 4. Looks like new paint on the 1 machine of Schmutz down there. Used to seeing him in blue. He is now in black. A little bit of white trim, red number on the side. So heat 1, rolling through 3 and 4 behind the pace truck. That pace truck going to duck hard to left right here, just waiting for the starter to show us the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Green is in the air. Heat race number 1 underway. Little jostling for position down through 1 and 2. Guys trying to figure out where the guy in front of them is going to be so they don't run into them or turn themselves around. Itzkowski way sideways, gives up the lead. Schmutz leads lap number 1. Ware falls into second. Shane Yates brings the 11 car up to third. Better watch that 11. He'll get a little racy really quick here. He really likes the bottom. Big blink out of him right there. Burnt settles into fourth. Then it's Collins, Jaskowski, and Humphrey. Jaskowski went from the penthouse to the outhouse in about the space of 2 laps here. He's going to end up being the last when they come out of turn number 2, it looks like, as Humphrey's on the outside. Sails by and takes away the 6th spot. But right now, Jacob Schmutz holding serve at the front. 2-way battle for second. Yates on the bottom. Ware up on top. Ware going to hang on to the spot, running the fence out there. Schmutz with a 3/4 second lead. Down to half, entering the corner, had a wiggle down the backstretch, lost about 4 car lengths right there. Right now, Buddy Ware trying to close in. He is using the high side to do it. Schmutz going to come around, seat 2 to go this time. New paint, the 1J. Looking pretty racy here to start things off this evening. Last time for the season here at Lanier. He'll go through 3 and 4. He'll get the white flag. Ware still second. Yates third. Burnt still fourth. Humphreys now battling with Collins. That's your 5th place cars right there side by side. But it is all Schmutz through 3 and 4 for the final time. He'll win Heat 1 this evening. Buddy Ware second. Shane Yates in third. Dean Burnt fourth. And at the line, I think Collins got him by a nose. So Collins is 5th. Humphrey 6th. Jaskowski comes home in 7th. We'll get ready for heat race number 2. They'll line up like this. Going to be Eric Van Winkle, the 28 car on the pole. That's the white machine with the purple numbers right there. And on his outside, Reed Rundle, the 43. Scott Benger, 69 car, starting inside row number 2 next to Colby Cooper. Cooper, multiple-time winner. Won the last race we held here 2 weeks ago. And the back row on the inside, the 11 of Cole Duggar next to him. The 21 of Garrett Boyd. Boyd in the points hunt. And I had that open. And for whatever reason, I closed that page. I'm going to get it back before we get through the evening so I can go over the points. Cooper right up there in the points as well. And Duggar was until he missed a couple of races. So we'll see where that goes. A little bit of a new look on that 21 machine I see. Took his colored numbers off and put a gold foil looking number on the car. So we'll see what that does for G-Body. We're going to get the green out of turn number 4. Eric Van Winkle, Reed Rundle. Final heat race. Short show for you tonight, folks. Stay tuned in. Watch the feature. These guys always put on a great show. With the green flag out over heat race number 2. Through 1 and 2. Van Winkle down the bottom. Clips the fence to the left front. That's going to open it up for Rundle. Now Cooper off the top. Cooper gets hammered into the fence. Big wreck down in 3 and 4. Welcome back, Cole Duggar. Cole Duggar. Heavy damage to the suspension on the rear of the 11 car. No caution. Everybody got him facing the right way. I don't know how a yellow didn't come out for that, but it did not. And right now it is Rundle, Bittinger, Boyd, 1, 2, 3. Cooper, 4th. A lot of damage on the right side of that car, but I think it's driving okay. Rear toe maybe a little messed up on it. Van Winkle in 6th, and then Duggar nursing that 11 car around, hanging on to the 6th and final spot. Rundle escaped the carnage. He's got the lead, but I don't know how long he's going to have it because Bittinger's got that 69 car rolling on the top side. Closes in another car length down in 3 and 4. He is running that thing about a half a car lower than Rundle down in 3 and 4, and every time he does, he closes right up. He's going to show him the nose this time down here. Brings the car in. Oh, right in a little too low. I think he's going to lose some space this time. That's opening things up as Boyd closing in on these guys. He wants to make it a 3-car battle. Coming around, going to be 2 to go. quick heat race. It's 3 cars for the win right here. One mistake from any of them, and the others are going to pounce right on them, I am sure. So through 3 and 4, white flag in hand for the starter. Shows it to Rundle. Boyd went to the bottom, tried to see what was down there, couldn't make any headway on Bittinger. Right now with the gaps we've got, I think it's all but said and done. As Reed Rundle comes out of turn 4, checkered flag over the 43 car. He wins heat 2. Bittinger second, Boyd third. Cooper in fourth. Duggar comes around in the 5th spot. Van Winkle had trouble there on the last lap. You see him way behind these guys, but he was almost dead sideways. Down in 3 and 4, so he'll come home 6th. A main field is set. These guys going to have a quick B main just because they want their final starting spot. So this should be about 12 laps. Everybody's going to the feature. They're going to line up like this. Burnt and Cooper going to be your front row. Then Collins and Duggar in row 2. Humphreys and Van Winkle row 3. And it's Kowski on the back. You can improve your starting spot, but you cannot start any further forward, I believe, than the 4th row. But starting 7th beats starting 14th, and you got a better chance of getting to the front. Especially some of these guys, they will make good use of this. 11 car of Duggar, 94 car of Collins, 9 car of Cooper. Cooper always quick. Not used to seeing him in the B main too often. All right. Pace, speed down the backstretch. Going to cut them loose down here in 3 and 4. 12 laps, merely a formality. Everybody's going to the feature.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag out over the field. Good side-by-side start. Best start of the night, and it turns into mayhem down in 3 and 4. There is your caution. You're going to watch it right here. Colt Collins. 94 car down in, gets into Burnt. Humphreys turns him around. Those 3 stack them up right there. Everybody going to be able to drive them away. Nice. So we'll keep them lined up. Think they'll be single file here for the restart. Light's still on the pace truck. They may get them double filed up here. Haven't been given the signal just yet. All right, going to get them doubled up. Down the backstretch, cut them loose. Cooper, Duggar, Van Winkle, Ichkowski, Burnt, Collins, and then Humphreys joining the back of the field. So a little shuffle in the order, but still about 8 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. And Cooper, front of Duggar. Duggar going to use the cut under right here out of 2. Too much momentum on the 9 car. I don't think it's long before we see a slide job coming out of that 11 machine. Duggar trying to work the bottom, see if there's some grip, especially on the exit. Usually there is on 2. I think he was a little wider than he should have been for that. But Cooper sliding it in from the middle, taking it right out to the fence, and now he's starting to get away. He stretched out another car length, that corner. So it's Cooper, Duggar. Burnt still hanging on to 3rd. Collins is trying to make a run at him. Collins on the top side has Humphreys locked down on the bottom. These two have been side by side. Had a little contact on lap number 1, and they've been stuck together almost figuratively, or almost literally, not figuratively. This time Humphreys goes around on the bottom. He'll take over the 4th spot. We'll go back to the front as Duggar slider on Cooper. Cooper pulls back alongside. Now Cooper will return the favor. Up the hill, Duggar had to really chop the car down. 6 to go. Duggar leads that lap. Slider battle continuing down the backstretch. Cooper trying to find a little bit of grip on the exit. He's going to go way deep this time, try to use momentum. That opens the door, and that time Duggar by a car and a half. Here comes Cooper right back on him, late park. But Duggar saw that coming, and he easily takes the lead away. I think that is the one that's going to lock and bolt the door. You're going to see the 11 car stay out in front for the rest of this one. Cooper second, Burnt in third. Humphreys got around Collins into fourth. Collins fifth is Kowski. Van Winkle rounding things out. But out in the B main, 3 to go. Duggar, 0.7 of a second that time by. Cooper still keeping the 9 car up here in contention. And he slipped from the 11. He may have a shot at him, but 2 to go that time by. Dean Burnt, the only car on the racing surface running down on the bottom and doing a pretty good job. He's holding off Humphreys. He's keeping the 17 locked in low here. White flag this time by. Almost a full second for Duggar. She'll go into 3 and 4 for the final time in the B main. Picks up a win. It's 11 car. Find a little bit of speed late in this. And the track don't change for the feature. 11 car could be dangerous. He's got extra laps. As some of those guys that qualified straight through don't have. Cooper, Burnt, Humphreys, Collins, Itzkowski, and Van Winkle are going to round out the field. Should give these guys a couple of minutes of a warm-up here. And while they do, we're going to jump out, pay a bill.
Green, green, green.
I'm good. How you doing, Roger?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know when to get off the bottom, and I was just trying to be smooth down there, and I figured the top would come in, but I lied to myself, so it kind of cost me a little bit. Uh, Man, I'll probably put a new motor in, get a new body on it, so I look good and fresh for the last race of the season. It's gonna be tough to get past Garrett. You know, he's been on a roll here lately, so just have to figure something out, find some speed somewhere. I thank my wife, my daughter, GB Designs, Grand Garage, Fieldport Energy, Beware Powerhouse, GRT Race Cars, and I appreciate you for doing this, Roger. Appreciate it.
I'm doing pretty good after that run, man. I'll, yeah, I'll take second any day in this league. I'll take third any day in this league. Um, you know, us admins were talking today, and 3/4 of this field, if not more, can win on any given night, and it's a very tough group. So anytime you have, especially a podium finish, it's a good night. Really, honestly, no. I looked at the points today and started doing a lot of math, and I think Garrett and Colby have pretty much they're fighting for the championship. I'm fighting to keep Cole and Shane Yates behind me. So mission accomplished tonight. I was able to keep them behind me, plus able to get around Colby there towards the end. These two guys especially are tough to pass no matter where you're at. And I tried the high side, it wasn't working. And it worked enough that I could get close enough to Colby. And then from there, it was just trying to fake him out and go wherever he wasn't to try and get around him. You're not going to pass him running the same exact line. So it worked out tonight. Hopefully next week it'll work out too. And hopefully we can at least lock down third for the points.
Well, an awesome run. Give us your thank yous, your shout outs, and we'll let you go get prepped up for the next one.
All right, man. I got to thank you guys for the broadcast. I got to thank my wife and kids. They they're patient enough to let me do this. I don't know if they're watching tonight or not, but I got to thank Team Outlaw, BJ Duvall, for all his help here. I got to thank Cole Duggar, Sean Judson. Sean couldn't make it tonight. He's got the duties. That's a little inside joke, but I'm sure they're laughing. And I got to thank KDC Photography, Juddy Designs, like I said, Team Outlaw, Bearditude Beard Oil, and Speed Ranch Setup Shop.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the season finale.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we'll be getting the win next week.
All right, there's your second place finisher, Scott Bittinger, and we'll move on and talk to tonight's winner. The guy with the face for radio. You can see it right there on the screen, folks. I look at that thing every day. It scares me every time I get in the truck with him. He picks up the win tonight. A little bit of new paint on the car. We're going to ask him about that. But Garrett Boyd, you get the win, buddy. How's it feel to pick up one here at Lanier?
Finally get a win. I feel like I'm on the podium all the time, but I don't ever get to be on the top. So it's good to get it the way we did too. Beating Colby, beating a teammate's always fun.
Well, you changed up the paint, man, and while I do think it looks cool, it caught me by surprise. Tell us what's going on there.
Decided to change it up. and changed the number to B-21. I like military planes, and just so happens I live about, I don't know, a mile and a half from Air Force Base, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of give something to them.
An awesome run, man. And you had to fight your teammate there. It took you a little while to get around him. Extra careful or just not quite the right time until he opened the door for you?
Just kind of trying to be extra careful. Both of us are 1 and 2, I think, in both the clean driver and the season points. So I don't want to hinder us any more than we already are than what happened in the heat race. So just trying to play it safe and not take too many risks.
Well, an awesome run. You pick up the win. I'm sure you got plenty of shout-outs and thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here and celebrate a big victory here at Midwest Dirt Racing.
Got to thank 1-8 Electric, Michael Aiden Flooring and Remodel, Grand Garage, Elite Collision Center, and I think that's it.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks, see if you can wrap this thing up.
Thank you.
Gary Boyd picking up the win tonight. Let's look at our official results. Boyd wins it. Bittinger second. Cooper third. Jacob Schmutz, late pass there. He and Cole Duggar looked like they had a little contact, but Schmutz comes home with fourth. Duggar in fifth. Shane Yates sixth. Buddy Ware seventh. Andrew Humphreys gets eighth this evening. Ninth went to Reed Rundle. Rundle had problems early in this one, never did recover. Got into a little bit of a turf war there down in turn one and dropped all the way back, and maybe that car was damaged, but usually 43, a little closer to the front than that. Dean Burnt 10th, Colt Collins 11th, Tony Iskowski in 12th, and Eric Van Winkle retired 17 laps before the end. He'll pick up 13th. That's going to do it tonight for, oops, wrong button. That's going to do it tonight for Midwest Dirt Racing. One race to go, 2 weeks. We'll be back on October the 8th. That'll be a double show, but we'll crown a champion for this series then. And talking to the admin earlier this evening, they're going to take 2-3 weeks off, and then they're going to come back with a whole new series. And the last time they came back over the winter, they went from about November until April. So I expect a big long season from them, and they'll probably alternate back and forth between a couple of mods if I had a guess. And since, they let the media speculate a little bit these days, I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably what's going to happen. But we'll announce everything official. Don't forget, this Thursday night, Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series. Man, we had a great race last Thursday night, and if you missed it, you missed out. Go back and watch the replay. But be sure you tune in for that. And then as we roll into October, things are going to start to pick up. 2 shows on Sunday, 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday right now, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday. So a full slate. We'll get the schedules all posted up once everything is official, and let you guys know. Don't forget your like, shares, follows, and subscribe on the YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo channels. But for myself, Zach Krieger, Dominic Santina, Cody Olson, appreciate you guys watching. If you know you can watch it anywhere, you choose to watch it here. And we cannot express how thankful we are for that. Can't wait to see you the next time. But until